How is everybody doing today? We got my old vintage binder full of my old vintage Pokemon cards from 1996 and on. We're gonna go through these and show you guys what I got and what I'm missing. So, this is a combination between base set 2, Gym Heroes, Fossil, Jungle, Shadowless, First Editions, all the OG packs. So, some Japanese, mostly English. Let's go through this and show you. So right off the bat, I just go numbers 1 through 151 of the OG Pokemon. Made organizing this a lot easier, plus double the fact I know I'm not going to have the entire set of all of them. So, got a couple Shadowless in here, and obviously we got our big boy Blastoise, and my favorite Shadowless Venusaur. Unfortunately, going through my childhood, never was able to get a Charizard. It is what it is. But hey, we got the Shadowless family going on there, and a couple of other Shadowless OGs. So we're going to put these cards back off to the side. And yes, I know Blastoise is absolutely destroyed. I remember trading like 7 cards for this Blastoise when it was already in this condition from my cousin. He always keeps saying he wants a trade back. I'm like, dude, this card's worth like 30 cents, like the condition it's in. But I ain't trading it back because, you know, it's an OG. Next set coming up. The only good one in here is we got a Holo Pidgeot from Jungle set. A couple Shadowlesses, but really that's about it. Next up, we got a couple First Edition Shadowless, First Edition. A couple Pikachus in there, another Shadowless. We got 2 different Raichus. We got a Shadowless Raichu and a Raichu from base set 2. Going right in that slot right there. Next page on here. Few First Editions, some Shadowless, some dope cool looking cards. And we got our Nidoqueen girl and our Clefairy. Always hurt that I never got a Nidoking. Yes, I know Clefairy's pretty beat up. I could not for the life of me remember how that happened. But Nidoking, miss him, man. He was one of my 6. Always one of my 6. I'm annoyed that I was never able to get him. Next set coming in, we got ourselves the Ninetales. We got a First Edition Wigglytuff, First Edition Jigglypuff, and a Dark Gloom from Team Rocket. Put these 2 puppies away. On to the next page. No holos in here, but what we do have ourselves is a First Edition Venonat, a Shadowless Diglett, and a First Edition Venomoth, sorry. Always get those 2 joked up. Next up, what we have in here is we have ourselves a First Edition Goldeen and a Japanese Gym Heroes Goldeen. That is from our girl Misty herself. Don't worry, every single one of these cards is sleeved in here. Even the uncommons, they're all sleeved, so don't think that piece of paper is just chilling on top of a First Edition. No, they're sleeved, don't worry about that. And obviously we got ourselves a Poliwrath as well from base set. Got a couple Shadowless, 1 First Edition Shadowless, and that is it from this batch of cards. Next 9, what we got, one of my favorite cards, and one of my 6 I always catch, Shadowless Alakazam, Japanese Dark Machamp, and Victory Bell from Jungle. Got a Shadowless First Edition Kadabra, Shadowless Machoke, First Edition Tentacool, and that is it from this spot. We also have a Dark Machop underneath here. I got some of these cards on top of each other, so, you know, if I can even get them out, I just like to make my life easier and just put them all together. So when one day I do get the big binder for them all, see, Dark Machop. It would make life easier if I had another binder, yes, but binders cost a tad bit of money. So some of these cards are bulked up, but like I said, don't worry, they are all sleeved, so they're all good. This one, we got a First Edition Tentacool, First Edition Golem, First Edition Rapidash, Shadowless Ponyta, Don't make fun of this card. I remember it was my brother's and I traded for him. A dark Slowbro that is absolutely destroyed. I'm sorry, no. This is from a card that I bought. Yes. Please excuse the condition. Shadowless Magnemite as well. So that's this slot of cards. Next page going up is... we got ourselves a Magnemite. I don't think that... Shadowless Dewgong. First edition Grimer. Some Dark Grimers back there. Fossil Muck along with a Hollow Fossil Muck. And a Shelder as well. Next slot of cards. We got ourselves a first edition Cloyster. Base set 2 Ghastly. And some Shadowless and Dark Ghastlies underneath him. A fan favorite, Fossil Hollow Gengar. The hollow on this guy is unbelievable. The Japanese Gengar, I think, definitely beats the American version in this. Shadowless Onyx. We got ourselves a a Hypno along with a Hollow Hypno from Fossil. And a first edition Krabby along with a first edition Kingler. Next up, we got Shadowless Electrode along with a Jungle Hollow Electrode. First edition Marowak, first edition Hitmonlee that actually won in a giveaway, which was a sick giveaway. And a Hollow Hitmonchan along with a first edition Lickitung. Next section going up. Shadowless Coughing. We got our girl that helps Nurse Joy, Chansey, along with not one Kangaskhan, but 2 Kangaskhan's. And this Kangaskhan, he's beat up. I'm not gonna lie, he's beat up. But I'm not a fan of doubles. So he will be put in a giveaway on one of my social medias, either Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, or YouTube. So, if you want a chance at winning an OG Jungle Kangaskhan, right there, go follow me, Pokemon_drama for TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube, Pokemon_drama02 for Instagram. Next row. We got ourselves... nothing crazy in this one. Mr. Mime from Jungle. And... I almost threw him in there. I don't know what number 123 is. I don't have him though, so... I think that's the first card besides Charizard I don't have. And a couple cards underneath these, but you know, nothing crazy. Maybe like a first edition, but... Next up. We got a couple in here. We got Pinsar, non-hollow, from Jungle, and a Japanese Pinsar from Jungle. Along with not just an OG base set Gyarados, but one of my prized possession cards, Giovanni's Gyarados, as well. This card was insane that I ended up getting it. Absolute insanity, and it's in near mint condition. Little bit of damage up top, but other than that, not a scratch on it. The edging in the back is all perfect. Just up top is a little beat up, which, for as old as it is, I'm happy with it. Next up, we got a Hollow Ditto from Jungle, along with a fan favorite, Vaporeon from Jungle as well. Non-hollow Jolteon, which is totally fine. Next section, coming up on the gritty end, we got ourselves first edition Flareon, along with the first edition Omnimite, along with the first edition Omnistar. I was gonna kind of keep hoping it keeps going with the first. I want to say there's something underneath here. It's just a base set 2 Snorlax. I thought it was a first edition or something. The hollow of this one is a Japanese Aerodactyl coming from Fossil. See, I like the old school sets where Even if it was Japanese, it still put the American set in there. Now the American set and the Japanese set, the symbols are way different. Way different. Coming up on one of the last pages now. We got ourselves a Holo Zapdos from base set, along with a Mewtwo promo, a Mew promo, and a Holo Mewtwo. I remember I used to have a Dragonite, a Holo Dragonite from Fossil. It was mint condition, my perfect card. But my friend John, I'm not going to say his last name for obvious reasons. I don't hate him that much. But he took it. I know he stole it. We were kids, 12 years old, right before his mom picked him up from, the play date. I remember him going through my cards, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just looking at them. Dragonite has ever since then been missing. John, if you know who you are and you know who I am, please give Dragonite back. Dude was one of my favorite cards. He was one of my 6. Then we got the Holo Mewtwo, and we're coming into some more Japanese cards. After that, we got some old school trainers with some old school trainer cards in the back. These are mostly all base set. Yeah, these guys are all base set. Base set 2, Fossil, Jungle Fossil, Team Rocket, Gym Hero, and we have ourselves Team Rocket Sneak Attack Holo, along with, you know how I did this last time with this card, a Misty's Tears. If you're wondering why my thumb is there, it's because she's naked. You can't see anything, but I don't know how YouTube is with that, and I don't want to get any strikes against me or this video taken down. So for obvious reasons, censoring that with my thumb. But Misty's Tears, if you look at the new American version, it's her with a Squirtle, where the Squirtle is wiping away her tear. That is the American censored version, where the Japanese one, it's her with her Staryu, just naked for some reason. And in the back here, we got some OG, what are they called? Burger King cards that they came out with during the Pokémon, the first movie. Along with a Catch a Mew promo card that if you went there, you would end up getting a Mewtwo or Mew. That's where this, oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go back a few. That's where this promo came from, that's mine. And I believe the Mew was my brother's promo. And that is all for the OG collection. If you made it to the end, thank you. And if you want to hit that like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, I would appreciate that as well. If you want to see some of my other collections, just type in the comment section down below what other set you would like to see. Whether it be an XY, a Sun and Moon, a Sword and Shield. If you ask for anything before XY, there's a chance I might have some of the cards, but don't be surprised if I don't have many of the cards. I have some cards from Wizard of the Coast, but not too many. So thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this and it brought back some memories like it does for me. I keep this set very well safe and all the cards in a well-kept area. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Peace out. See you next time.